okay, which you've developed more and more, which are Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Those are the signs. Within those signs, you need to know whether they're fire, earth, air or water, and also whether they're cardinal, fixed or mutable. So there's a little offshoots of the signs. Then you need to know the planets. And the planets are things like Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars. Those are the planets. Then we get the houses. And the houses are all about the areas of life experience. Everything from your money, to your love, to your marriage, to your relationships, to your business, to your career, to your spiritual life. Everything about the human psyche and person, on all levels, is in the houses. And of all the classes that I ever run, that students find the most difficult, it's the houses for some reason. And I think that's largely because they're presented in quite a simplistic way in the literature. And there's much more depth in the houses, which I'm hoping to get into with you as we go through it, because that will help you to understand more of what the astrology means. So, I can't get it simply too complicated. And the final thing are the aspects. These are the 4 bits to astrology. And the aspects are the angles that the planets are making to one another. Sometimes those angles can be very beneficial angles, angles that are nice and easy to deal with. And at other times, those angles can be quite challenging to deal with. So, for example, an angle that's an opposition. Okay, an opposition can be sometimes quite nice because you get quite drawn to the opposite. It can be quite nice. But then it's like, oh, maybe that's head on, that's a bit too much. What happens if we fall out? And Libras don't like falling out, do they, Jenny? So, well, we won't fall out. Just need to choose a Libra to do it opposite with. I'd have done better with a Scorpio. Anyway, so the aspects, or you can get a nice, a gentler aspect, is known as a 60-degree aspect. I don't know how good everybody is at maths, but maybe Sue would be a 60-degree aspect from me. And that's a gentler aspect in astrology. So that will be gentle. Whereas harder aspects again in astrology are what's known as the squares. And those are 90 degrees. So something that is 90 degrees from you. It looks like you've got to kind of, imagine you've got to sort of look like that. It's not quite as comfortable as looking there. That's an easier way to look. And opposition is quite intense, you know. It's got an intensity to it. And a square is not comfortable, it's challenging. You've got to move yourself into a bit of an uncomfortable position to deal with a square. I'm trying to present it in a way that's a little bit different than what you get in the books. And just try so that you can visually see what these aspects look like.